100%, 100%. Okay, Whitney, can you comment so I can invite you back on? Pamela, if you want to have a reading, you can join me, sweetheart. Okay, Whitney, let's do this again, my friend. One more time. Let's try this, darling. Let's try this. Welcome to my YT page. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It's 100% better if I don't watch the comments. 100%. Okay, Whitney, how's that?
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you, sweetie?
I am doing well. How about yourself?
Okay, you guys can comment, but I won't see it. I'm scrolling to the left where I see the real-time page. So you guys, I won't see the comments. So you guys talk as much as you want. So Whitney, are you in a restaurant?
No, ma'am. I'm at work. I'm taking care of 5 gentlemen.
Oh, lovely. I love that. Are you a caregiver? I was a caregiver for 25 years, my friend.
Yes.
Wait, are these Alzheimer's and dementia people?
They're disabled adults.
I love that. Listen, the job that we did, that I did, that you do was not easy, is it? It is not easy. I did that job I did it for 25 years because, listen, I'm actually glad that I did not become psychic until last year because it gave me a chance to have a real job. If that makes sense, you know?
It's really, I love it. I love what I do.
100%. And you're very good at it, by the way. I can tell you're very good at it, sweetheart.
This is the only job that I've had all my life. And this is all I know how to do is be a nurse. That's all I know how to do.
Well, congratulations on you being a nurse. Are you an LPN or RN?
I am a CNA, and I'm going to school and I'll be graduating as an RN.
Congratulations, my friend. High five to you. Good job, sweetheart. Yeah. I'm proud of you, by the way. Just in case anybody told you, I'm proud of you. I've never met you, or have I done a reading for you yet?
Yes, I've had one before.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember. I swear I don't, darling. But it's so nice to see you again.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, do you need a mediumship or what do you need from me, sweetheart? Tell me what you need.
Well, I would like to have a mediumship if that does come through that way.
Let me ask you, is your granny passed away? Your mom's mom, maybe she passed away, your grandmother?
No, I have both my grandmothers here.
Okay. What about grandfather? I heard one or both grandfathers.
Both grandfathers are deceased.
Okay, now is your mom here or she passed?
My mother is here.
And your dad's here as well?
Yes.
Let me see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. Now, your grandfather, let me ask you, were either one of them in the military? Because I was hearing military for you.
My father's father, no. But my mom's dad, I don't know, but I know that he does my uncle was in the military and things like that, and I think that they were both training and doing things like that a little bit. Yeah.
Do you know if anybody in your family was ever in Vietnam?
I don't know.
Because what I heard was for you was Vietnam, sweetheart. Hi, you guys. I'm streaming on my TikTok. Thanks for being here. If you guys say anything, I will see it after the reading is over. I'm trying not to pay attention to the comments on my YT, okay? And I have to spell YT because I can't say it on TikTok, just so you know. They don't like me talking about other platforms on here, Whitney. It's horrible. Like, you should be able to say what you want, but I can't. It's horrible.
I know.
So your grandfather, so your mom's dad has passed, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know your great grandparents? Any of the great grandparents?
My mother's mom. I remember her vaguely.
I
lived with my grandma in the home, and she was being taken care of in the home.
I have to ask you something. You don't have any Harlem connection, do you, Harlem?
No.
Like, I just heard Harlem. I don't know why I heard Harlem. I never usually hear Harlem. That's of course in New York.
Yeah, no, just I've lived in Maryland all my life.
Maryland. I used to live in Maryland. Where do you live?
In Baltimore.
I used to live in Bel Air, sweetheart.
Wow, really?
Yes! I lived in Bel Air for like 5 years.
Wonderful.
Yes, isn't that crazy? I lived in Harford County in Maryland. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm. So we're not that far.
No, I don't live there now. I live in Kentucky, but I grew up in Bel Air, Maryland, 100%. I went to Bel Air High School until I was a freshman in high school, and then I came down to Florida. So I came in the middle of freshman year down to Orlando. So I met my husband in Orlando. He's gone now. We were together for 34 years. He's passed a year, almost 18 months now. That is so crazy to me. But all of my children were born in Orlando, but I lived in Bel Air till I was about 14. And I still remember it very vividly. Do you know where Bel Air is, don't you? You've heard of it, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. I love that. So do you like living in Baltimore?
Well, I live in Glen Burnie. I'm just born in Baltimore, but I live in Glen Burnie in the 70s.
Have you heard of Bowie?
Yes.
My grandparents lived in Bowie most of their adult life.
Yes, I went to Bowie State University.
I love that connection between us because I went last time I was there. My grandmother was alive back in 2012. Was the last time I went and I was in Bowie, Maryland. She passed in 2013. But yes, I went there almost every summer to stay with my grandparents in Bowie, Maryland. I love that for that connection with us, my friends.
That is amazing.
Girl, I love you.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's hard to believe. That's crazy. And the thing is, one of my followers, her name is Trey. Her parents lived right around the corner from my grandparents in Bowie, Maryland. I could not believe it.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
So connected we all.
100%.
You never know if you're like a next door neighbor or what, you know?
And there's some people come on my live that live the next city over from me in Danville, Kentucky. I live in Lexington, but that's only like 2 cities over. So I have some people that live in Lexington come on, and Danville. Those are the 2 surrounding cities by me. It's so crazy.
That is so close, you know?
100%. So that is such a good connection. I just thought I would tell you about that. I love that.
Oh, nice, yes.
So your grandfather, let me see, your mom's dad. I think I'm connected with him. Let me see what he's saying to me, sweetheart. Now don't forget, you guys, I can't see the chat because I've scrolled to the left. I pushed my page to the left so you guys can chat away. Just keep it a reasonable chat. Don't say nothing bad, you guys. Don't make my mods kick you off, okay? Just so you know. Because they will kick you off in a heartbeat, just to remind you guys. Tell them, Whitney, to be nice.
Please be nice. I don't want to get kicked off.
No, not you. But people in my chat get kicked off of here.
Oh, nobody. I don't want anybody to get kicked off.
I know. I don't either, girl. I don't either. Let me see your grandfather. Did one of them have cancer by chance? Do you know one of your grandfathers, or do you relate to the cancer reference?
No, neither one had cancer.
What about heart troubles? I feel like one of them had heart, or maybe both have heart problems. Did somebody pass from a heart attack? I just heard heart attack.
My mom's father passed, and he had a heart issue, and he had a blood clot. And my father's father had a congestive heart failure. Yeah.
Did your mom's dad, did he have like a heart murmur or something? Do you know? Because I heard heart murmur.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but he did have heart issues, and he was at home and had something go on with his heart that he passed out and had a blood clot. And they never got an autopsy, but we all just knew it had went to his heart because it came up from the leg or something, I think.
Yeah, well, they definitely did not know that he had that, sweetheart, just so you know. I don't think they knew that he had that. Let's see. Did one of your grandfathers pass in their sleep?
Well,
do you know?
My grandfather, my dad's father, was he has congestive heart failure, and so what happened was they had him on hospice care. I was taking care of my grandfather, and I'm so close with him, and I still haven't gotten over his death at all. It's been since 2020, and they put morphine on him, and I talked to him one time, and then when I went to go back to talk to him, he wasn't talking. He was asleep, and then I guess my mom called me when he was asleep, and he had passed like that because they had put him on hospice, and I was so upset about it.
I know you are, honey, but you have to deal with his grief sometime. It's been 5 years now. It's going on 5 years, so it's time to let him go and let that grief go and deal with it.
I'm not upset with that he went. I'm because I know he's in a better place than all of us right now. But I'm upset.
You're upset about what happened.
Yeah, I'm upset with how he went and how my aunt went about things and how she did things very selfishly and unknowing to him or knowing that his issue. My grandfather had congestive heart failure and found out and died in the same year. And it was like he was pushed closer towards it because of, ill will intent of her for money, so it was just a big bad situation.
I 100% get it, but you know what, your grandfather says, listen, things played out the way it was supposed to because that's how I was supposed to pass away. He said things happen for a reason, and you have to remember that. He says I passed that way because that's how I was supposed to pass. He says so. He just wants you to know that he doesn't harbor any ill will feelings, any he just wants you. He wants you to be okay. He wants you to let stuff go. He said because it's not doing anything but just making it worse for you. So he says just let things go, sweetheart. I was not hurting. Listen, I passed in my sleep. He says, what a good way to go. He said, listen, I lived a good life. I lived a very good life, and that's what he wants you to remember. But at the same time, I understand why you're upset, he says. And I get it. I would be upset too. I know.
I talk to him every day, and I speak to him as if he's right standing next
because
to me.
He is next to you. He hears you. You talk to him like that because he's with you.
Yeah.
And he tries to respond back to you. Do you notice the house lights flicker in your house? Any house lights flicker?
No.
Let me ask you something.
I don't like too much lights. I don't have lights on that much.
It saves electricity, Let me see. He said, I didn't feel anything when I passed away, and that's what he wants you to know. And he says, listen, I know it's going to be hard, but you've got to try to just let all these ill feelings go because it doesn't do anything but get you more upset and makes you more sad. But at the same time, he just wants you to know that he is okay on the other side, and he loves you very much, sweetheart, by the way. He loves you a lot, but he is at peace now. He says, I am peace. I have peace now. And that's what he wants you to know, sweetheart, okay? He says, I didn't suffer. I didn't suffer.
Yeah, I know he didn't suffer because he had a hard time sleeping, and when he had a hard time sleeping, it was mainly because he felt like he was drowning, and so
I was going to ask you something. Did he have trouble breathing by chance?
Yeah.
Because he's talking about having trouble breathing, which would feel like he was drowning. Was he ever on oxygen? I'm hearing about oxygen.
Yes, they did put him on oxygen closer to the end. They did put him on oxygen closer to the end, and they did put him on oxygen closer to the end, and he was he just was not in a comfortable state when he did go. You know what I mean? He was just like he just couldn't get comfortable. He wasn't comfortable, and they tried to put him in a hospital bed. And it was my grandfather was. He's not a well, he was overweight at the time, but he's not an overweight man. When everything started, he was losing a lot of weight, and so he was pretty much skin and bones, and it was so hurtful to be inside of a nursing home bed. And I just said, I'm not going to let him cry and be in pain. I'm going to put him in his bed. And he slept like a baby that night, holding my grandma's hand.
At home, you mean?
Yes, he was at home.
You talk about the night that he passed, yes?
Yes, just before he passed, yes.
He says, you know what, sweethearty? He said, I just passed the way I was supposed to. He says, listen, I had a good long life. He says, I am not saying you shouldn't be upset that I'm gone or what happened, but he says, listen, I had a good life. And that's what he wants you to remember. He says,
now, I'm really close with my grandfather, and can you tell me, my grandfather's brother took it really hard, and my grandfather is the oldest of, I think, 10 or 11 children.
Wow, that's a lot, sweetheart.
He's not the oldest, but his younger brother, he kind of raised up and had him take after him, and so he was really hurt when it happened, and they look almost identical, and he was here to support me and to help me in things, and I really cherished him looking and talking and things, and then he just passed himself. So I just want to know if they together. And
100%. Listen, your grandfather was there for his brother, your great uncle, correct? When he passed away. Is it true that he also did he also have a heart attack? It was a very fast passing, was it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any H names? I just heard the name Henry or like Hank, any kind of H names? I just heard the name Henry. I don't know.
Henry, no.
It's okay. No worries. I just heard H name. That's all I know. But that's okay. No, but he had a heart attack. Did he not? The uncle, your great uncle?
Yes. He didn't. I don't know if it was a heart attack initially, but I know that he had heart problems. He had congestive heart failure as well.
Yeah. They're 100% together. That's what you have to understand. They're completely and totally together. Your grandfather greeted him when he crossed over. Was this like the next year or two after you lost your grandfather, he passed away?
It's been, my grandfather's been gone since 2020, and my uncle Wardell passed.
I just heard 23. Was it 2023?
Last year, like last year. It's been a year. It's going on coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, he said 23. That's what I heard. 2023. That's when he passed. That's what I said. It was about a year to about 2 years after your grandfather. Then he passed away. 100%. Your grandfather was there, sweetheart, with him. 100%.
Yeah. I feel really bad for my aunt because she's going through a lot. We're like,
And you're trying to be there for her, aren't you not? Are you not, Whitney? You're trying to be there for your auntie, aren't you?
I try to talk to her almost every day if I can.
And your great uncle is thanking you for that. He says, listen, I want you to tell her something. Now, this is your uncle's wife, correct? Your great uncle's wife?
Yes, I want to be able to tell her something because she cries so much. She is so hurt, and she goes to see him all the time.
So he was buried, correct?
Yes.
Hold on a second. I'll throw here from my yard. I don't think, hold on a second. I don't think they're here from my yard. They would tell me to put the dogs up. I can't tell. Somebody's cutting the grass in the backyard, and I can't tell like which yard it is. They're so close together. But the dogs are good, so I don't think it's my yard. They should be here today, hopefully. Let me see. This is what he wants you to tell. Do you have any W names? I got your name like Wilma or William or something. Any W names?
Yes, his name is Wardell.
Wow, interesting. What is it?
His name is Wardell.
Wardell. Yes, and that's not, I don't hear many W names. Isn't that funny?
Yep.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You told me the W. I love that, honey. There's no way I would know that. You know that, right?
Of course not.
I would have no way of knowing his name was Wardell. I love that name. It's a different name, but I love that name, darling. He says, listen, I want you to tell your great aunt something. He says, I want her to know that I'm okay. I want her to be okay. And I love that woman so very much. I love that woman more than anything else in this world. I have to ask you something. They were together for a while, were they not?
Yes.
Listen, this reading is going to be on my YT. Don't forget, so you can show this reading to your family if you want to. Okay, my YT is attached to my profile, honey. It's the link that's on my profile.
Okay.
So it'll be one of these. It'll be this with this shirt on. You'll have to see which one it is. I'll have this shirt on for today. But Wardell, let me see what else he's telling me. Let's see. He says, I want her to know something. He said, that woman meant the world to me. Kristen, I got your money. Thank you, darling. You'll be next, darling. Thank you. Kristen B, I think it said. He just wants you to know and wants her to know that he's okay. He says, I miss her more than anything in this world, and I love that woman. I just want her to know that I did not suffer, and I'm at peace, and I'm okay.
That's amazing, because she wants, to make sure that everything was okay between.
Yeah, he didn't suffer. He says, I did not suffer. My brother was here. He says, my brother was here to greet me. So I was not alone. And I want her to know that I'm okay. He says, I have so much peace in my life right now. But he says, I did not suffer. He says, you need to tell her I did not suffer, because I know that she worries about that. He says, it was so peaceful when I passed away. He said, it's beautiful over here. He says, now, did they believe did they believe in like God and all that stuff?
Most definitely. Went to church.
I want to tell you something. He told me he saw God.
Amen. Amen.
He said, I just got goosebumps. He says, tell my wife I saw God. He's amazing. He is so ever loving, ever essence, ever vessence. He says all these ever names. He says he was glorious. He said he's glorious. He was glorious to meet. He says, I felt nothing but overwhelming peace in my life when I met the Lord, he says. And that's what he wanted her to know.
Yes.
And he says, for anybody who doubts it, the Lord exists. That's what he just wanted me to tell you. I've never had anybody tell me that before. He said, for anybody that doubts it, Jesus and God exist, and I'm with God, and I've seen God, and he's amazing. He said,
my aunt, she prays all the time,
and he hears her. He said he hears her prayers. That's what he wants her to know. He hears all her prayers. That's what he's telling me. That God hears everything. He says God hears everything from everybody.
Amen. I cried. I couldn't even go. I couldn't even go to the funeral because it looked so much like my grandfather.
I know. And he says, listen. He says, listen. He says, it's okay. I understand. He says, I do understand about everything, and it's okay. But he said, just because you didn't go doesn't mean I know you love me. It doesn't mean that you didn't love me just because you did not go. But I do understand, and it's okay, he says. Just to let you know, sweetheart, okay?
Yeah, and also, I just want to make sure that that my aunt, she passed as well, and it wasn't a good passing, I believe, and my grandfather, I had a reading before, and she came through, and I just want to know if she's with my grandfather, because
she is.
She told me that my grandfather would be there to help pass her over.
100%. So she passed after him, correct? So this is your aunt. Is this your mom's sister or dad's sister?
Dad's sister.
Even though they were not related, mind you, he was still there for her because she's part of the family.
Yeah, my grandfather, she said, they said that my grandfather was there for my aunt's passing. My aunt, that's his daughter.
100%.
Yeah, and so.
So we're talking about your aunt's dad. Very good. I wasn't sure which grandfather we were talking about. I'm sorry.
Uncle Wardell and my grandfather are brothers, and
Wardell is her
aunt. my aunt. That's his daughter.
Okay, so Wardell is his daughter. Yeah, that is her dad. Very good, 100%. He was there, and your grandfather was there as well. So your great uncle and your grandfather were there for her when she passed over. I have to ask you, is there a cancer reference with her?
Is there what?
A cancer reference? Did she happen to have cancer?
No.
No, okay. Wait, did she also have heart problems as well?
I'm not too sure if it was.
Dude, my heart. Wait a sec. My chest, dude. I don't know. Whoo! Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wow. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I feel like I feel like I'm connected to her. I feel like her chest was hurting her when she passed. I just feel like my heart is racing right now. My heart was racing.
So yeah, I do know that I don't know if it was actually a heart thing, but I know that my aunt had seizures a lot, and she was having them so much that they had to put her in an induced coma to stop all the seizures because they were so severe. And I don't know if when they were doing this, were her and my uncle fighting when this happened, because the lady was trying to tell me that she hit her head. So I don't know what happened.
No, I heard no on that one. They were not fighting. No, I heard no.
Yeah.
No, I heard no. They were not fighting, sweetheart. I was shaking my head no because I heard no. So just so you know.
And my aunt, I did get to go see her, but she was nonverbal because of the seizures and stuff. And so she was really upset with me. She was really mad with me because she wanted to see her grandson and be with her grandson, and she was upset because her daughter had given a stranger custody of her son. And so she was really upset with me about it, and I really truly need some type of information because she's trying to get her back, and I hope that my aunt is really forgives me for that situation.
The one that passed away, you mean?
Yes, my aunt that passed away, her daughter had a son, and her daughter is not responsible and wasn't ready to be a mother, and she liked to just hang out with her friends and be in the street, and so
I just heard her son is okay. He's okay. He's better off. Why would you think this is your fault? Why would you think your auntie is mad about this? Because of you.
Because Taylor wasn't able to take care of her son, and so she had met this woman, and when she met this woman she ended up letting her take custody of her son, and my aunt thinks that I introduced them so that.
But you didn't, right? You didn't?
No, she was.
She knows you. Listen, stop for a second. Stop. Your aunt knows. She said it's okay. I understand. I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry if I ever made you. I felt like you were mad. I was mad at you, but I'm not mad at you. This is all my daughter's fault. But she knows that her grandson is okay. That's what she's telling me. The grandson is okay. But she says, I'm not angry at you. I'm not mad at you. I might have been when I was alive, but I'm not now. She knows that you had nothing to do with it, and that's what she wanted you to know, okay?
Yes, and I definitely wanted to make sure that was okay because
she's not mad at you. No, she's not now. She said that was my human emotion. That was my human side. She says I'm not upset. She knows now that you had nothing to do with it. So she knows because she just knows.
Okay.
So she's not mad at you, sweetheart. Just so you know, okay?
Yes, and also right now, I hope that my aunt and my grandfather are with my grandmother. My grandmother is going through such a tough time right now with I don't know with what, but going through a tough time, and I don't know my grandfather pretty much told my dad and the family that he wanted my aunt to be in charge of things at my grandma's house, and everything that she's doing, she's pretty much giving to her husband, and they threw away all of my grandfather's things.
I'm sorry.
That's why I've been so upset with her, and I blame her for my grandfather's passing, and because it didn't have to happen the way it did. And my grandfather said, I know I had to go, I know I was going, but he wanted to go natural. He didn't want to go.
Listen, hold on a second. Listen, I know, yeah, you guys, the chat is saying, let's say a prayer. That is so sweet. There,
Yes,
my YT is
so
saying,
hard.
chat, let's say a prayer. That is so sweet of you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. Listen, to be honest with you, I don't know why I think your aunt, your grandfather's, is this his daughter, correct?
Yes, this is the daughter that's taking care of my grandmother now.
She's careless. She's not doing what she should. She's just very irresponsible, sweetheart. But you know, your grandfather's gone. You cannot do anything about him being gone. Bottom line, 100%. There's nothing you can do about him being gone. There's no sense in being upset about it because that's not going to change anything. It's going to make you feel like shit. So he says, listen, just you got to let things go. Let things go.
That's what he always says. My grandfather would say all the time to me, everything's all right, boo, just leave it on.
100%.
Everything will be okay.
Thank you,
He was
guys.
always a good man. With anything bad happening, he would just look at the good.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, do I think your auntie is doing something that she shouldn't? Absolutely. But there's nothing you can do about it. Your grandmother, I don't know what to say about your grandmother, but they are looking after her. And believe me, when something happens to your grandmother, everybody will be right there to surround her. So don't worry. You know, I don't know.
I just think that when it does happen, it will be a lot of more ill will than anything else, because my aunt pretty much was taking money and doing this and doing that.
I already know this because I heard it was about the money. I already heard all this stuff. You're honestly a very selfish person to do this, and she doesn't really care about anybody but herself. I honestly want to call her I almost want to call her a narcissist, honestly. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if, my grandfather, how is he with not is he with my grandmother, because I know he's there with her, but watching over her more than anything. And
yes,
also,
he is.
She is doing sneaky stuff, like trying to get my grandmother to have a will and a POA for everything to go to her. And I just want to know.
She's trying to take everything. She's trying to take everything, my friend. She's trying to put her in the grave before she's ready.
Oh, I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Your aunt doesn't seem like a very nice person at all, and I'm so sorry that y'all are going through that. She does not care about your grandmother. She doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm so sad to even say this on live. Like, my grandmother has never been a person to worry about money or worry about anything. And, she has my grandmother now over there struggling to.
I want to ask you something. Is there a way you can be? Can you get the POA before your sister does? Can you do that?
Can I do what?
Get the power of attorney before your sister does?
Well, I think it's already been done. I thought that it was already in the making. That's something she already did. And
okay.
was trying to find out stuff, but you get that. And I think my dad was trying to find out if it was true. And so we asked my grandma if she signed any paperwork or anything, but she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember too much of anything, but she's still with it, but she doesn't remember. She says Tracy's handling it. So we don't know. Yeah,
I think she's good. She has ulterior motives, this aunt of yours, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth, sweetheart. She has ulterior motives, unfortunately, and I'm very sorry for that. And so I don't know how you can help her, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys have a recourse or not. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just want the best for her, number one, and we want her to be taken care of. And you know, it's really
If she keeps taking all the shit from your grandmother,
the last
if
words
she
that I
if
remember my grandfather.
if she keeps stealing from her, well, she won't have money for care when she gets older. That's the problem. When she gets even older than she is right now.
That's what's going on right now. Yes, what's going on right now is that she's saying that she's struggling to pay for my grandmother's caretakers over there and my grandma, and she's lied to us and said, and I knew that my grandfather had insurance policies on, and she had plenty of money and things, and she's saying that now she needs more money to take care of my grandma, and we know that's not true.
She's blew it all, dude. She's blew it all, man. She's bought things with that money. You know that. She spent money.
I wouldn't be spent $20,000 on for him to have a new pickup truck.
That's crazy.
My grandfather died. She was trying to put her name on my grandparents' house.
Yeah, this woman is not very nice. I'm so sorry. That hurts my heart for you, sweetheart. I don't know what you can do about this. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is I hope something can happen soon before there is nothing left and your grandmother is pretty much going to be destitute while your aunt has everything.
Yeah, and she pretty much wants my grandmother to, you know, close her eyes so she can just have her house and her picket fence and let her husband is the reason why she's doing all this stuff.
I know it is. I can sense this. He's not a very good guy, by the way. He's not a very good guy at all, dude.
Yeah, and
greed. It's all about greed. I just heard it's all about greed. Greed. That's all it's about. He wants. He doesn't give.
Yeah, and he quit his job as soon as my grandfather passed, and they took all my grandparents' money, and they just took all my grandparents' money.
The one thing, when all that money is gone, they're going to be fucked.
Yep.
When they're on, listen, that money does not last forever, and I don't think they have like millions of dollars. So when that money is gone, they're going to be FUCKED, and they're going to be SOL.
Yes, and it's just a big issue of money, greed, and my grandmother's in the middle of it, and my dad can't do too much about it because I know that my aunt has done things secretly like POAs and write down the will. My dad is just so ornery that he thinks that, because the law states that if you're a child, you're a sibling, you have to break it down in half and this and that. I said, Dad, Pop got sick, and when Pop got sick, you got less out of the will, you got less out of everything.
Yeah.
And Tracy took all the money, and now my mom is the same way because Dana's gone now. Dana's with Pop and Uncle Wardell, and so now it doesn't have to be split in 3 ways, it's split in 2 ways, and I don't even think it's going to be split in 2 ways.
There's not going to be anything left right now. I'm telling you right now, there's not going to be anything left unless you guys have a way to fix it. I don't know. They pretty much, I feel like they've already gone through half of the shit that they got. The money is blowed. They've blowed this. This is what they've blowed a lot of this money, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they've taken trips and all this other bullshit. And there's gonna be nothing left. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it.
He put her son through school, and now she is robbing my grandma's sister that's a twin and was getting money for her. And so, it's a big money problem. And I used to watch TV and see all these money scams for insurance policies and this and that. And my own aunt is doing that. And it's crazy. It's so crazy.
Well, listen, Whitney, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I don't know what you guys can do about this, and I'm so sorry, but I'm letting you know that I can see the future, and right now there's going to be absolutely shit left, and your grandmother's going to be destitute. I'm just being honest with you.
I believe that. I feel that, and
I'm sorry, babe.
That's what hurts me because my grandfather did not want that, and so that's the main reason why I'm upset about.
He blames himself. I don't know why. I feel like your aunt was really spoiled growing up, and she just always demanded so many things, and she expected so many things, and I don't know,
Exactly.
sweetheart. Your grandfather is taking full responsibility for turning into what she is today. That's what he just told me.
Yeah, I know he feels bad that he picked, or he could feel bad that he picked her he thought that she was just going to be upstanding, upfront and honest and take care of things. And she just went about everything the wrong way. I'm just going through so much right now, even with my own relationship. I'm so upset and I'm so scared of everything. And I don't know what to do. I'm hurting. I'm just hurting all over.
Well, listen, Whitney, I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know how long to your grandmother is going to be destitute, but I know if things don't change, it's going to happen. So, you can report for elder abuse, correct? You can report that and they'll investigate it.
Definitely.
So I think I think you need to report that to, hi you guys. I think you need to try to report that to somebody, and they will investigate it, and they'll get found out. Because I just heard Elder ABUSE, and so they will investigate and they will get in trouble if they think that she is being ABUSED'd by them, 100%.
Yeah.
Listen, sweetheart, I wish you so much luck, but I know I know your hands are tied and there's only so much you can do, but all you can do is just pray about it and just hope for the best, and maybe some miracle will happen. And I know that your grandfather is not very happy right now, and your uncle is not very happy, and his daughter's not very happy. They're all just like tossing over in their graves right now. They're very upset about what's going on, very upset.
Yeah, this is just all a mess,
Well, listen, Whitney, I don't know what to tell you how to fix things. All I know is I wish you so much luck, and let's hope for the best and pray about it, and then maybe some miracle will happen and something will work out. I don't know. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that, okay?
Definitely. I thank you so much.
Oh, honey, you're so welcome. So welcome. And go, and whenever you want to come back and get another reading, and I can't say that it's ever going to change around, because I don't know, but the money is going to run out, and then they're going to be screwed. I'm just being honest with you. And then they're going to be like, oh, now what?
That's most definitely. So I believe that. Yes, ma'am. I do.
You try to report. You need to try to go to adult human services or something like that, and try to report this elder ABUSE, and maybe they can do something.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out a couple things right now. Because even now, I believe that they are using my grandfather's name to put loans and stuff, and he's deceased, so they're doing a lot of crooked stuff. So I'm just.
They can get in trouble for that if he's deceased. If you have proof if you know that they're doing that, they can get it. They don't realize they can get in so much trouble with do that. If they do that.
Yeah, exactly. And even with the cell phone, like the cell phone was in my grandfather's name. Right now, they have a cell phone with 5 lines in the thing, and have it ran up to almost $2,800. And T-Mobile won't even let me cancel the account. Said they want proof of obituary. I gave them that. They won't even close the account. And so I just don't know. It's just so much to run through, and I can't do everything. I work all the time, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Listen. All you can do is just be there for your grandmother the best way that you can. I know that's not easy to do right now, but just pray about it, because miracles do happen,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Well, Whitney, honey, thank you so much for letting me. Listen, you guys, I'm going to stop the live stream. I'll be back on for another reading, okay? Thanks, you guys. So, Whitney, that is